What's going on guys, Casual Savage here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to use Audacity. Now I have shown this in the past, however the comments on that video tell me people couldn't really follow. Now it was a really old video and my presenting skills wasn't the best, I was speaking quite fast, so this is the improved version. So firstly, for those that don't know what Audacity is a free program which allows you to record your voice and edit audio. So let's go through the UI. So first of all we have a pause, and this also works as a play button. Next to it we have a play button, we have a stop button. Now the difference with stop and pause, people don't actually realize this. If I was to play at, for example, 5 seconds and I wanted to pause it right there, then pressing the pause button would stop it right there. If I was to press the stop button, then it would completely rewind to the beginning, and when I press play again, it will play from there. So that's the difference with that. Here we have skip to the start and we have skip to the end. Here of course is the record button, which you're probably going to be using the most, and then we have some editing tools which I will get onto later on. Now next to it is our microphone, which also allows you to record your levels. So if I click to start monitoring, this is now picking up my microphone. As you can see, as I'm talking, it's measuring my levels. Now luckily I'm not recording with Audacity because as you can see my levels are completely over. Usually when you're recording the sweet spot is 9 and 6, hence why on my recording software, which is OBS, I actually turn down the gain on my microphone so it's hitting around 9 to 6. So be aware of that, and if your microphone is hitting way too loud, a simple fix for that, you can see over to the side here we have another microphone symbol, and just bring this down. Now you can see I'm going to keep talking because this will help me reach the sweet spot we're looking for. So this right here, or maybe a little bit more, this looks like the sweet spot here because I'm talking and it's no longer going into the orange and red. So this is really good, and I can just leave it as that. So that's one way to level your audio. Just keep talking at a normal voice you would be talking at in a video and adjust this slider. And moving on, here we have the playback level. So this is when you have some audio already in Audacity and you're playing it back. This will tell you how loud that's going to be. So if you're ever mixing an instrumental with maybe a rap, then you would use this as a helpful tool here. And once again, to adjust the volume, it would be from here. So it says playback volume up or down. Here we have the undo or redo button, and we have a zoom in and a zoom out tool. And then finally up here is the playback speed, so you choose how fast or how slow this will play back. Now getting into this section, you can see these are the different recordings. We have MME, we have Windows Direct Sound, and we have Windows Wasapi. Now it doesn't matter which one you record with, in my opinion. It really doesn't matter. I've recorded with all of them, I've never noticed a difference. So usually I've been recording in MME, however I will be showing you why we can use Wasapi later on. Next to it we have the microphone. So this is where you actually select your microphone. So you can see if I select Microsoft Sound Mapper and then I click to monitor my audio, this is still going to pick up my microphone. Now the reason for this is because in the settings itself, if we select the speaker, right click and select recording devices, my microphone is the main one set up. I've disabled the others, hence why the Microsoft Sound Mapper is still getting my microphone. So make sure you pick your microphone from here, and if it doesn't show, just right click the speaker, select recording devices, right click in this area and then show disabled and show disconnected devices, and it should show up. From there, once you've selected it and enabled it, it will appear here. If not, restart Audacity and it should show up. Next we have 2 stereo or 1 mono recording. So if you want it in 1 ear or you want it in 2 ears, of course, 2 is going to be the most common. And finally here we have a speaker, and this is the playback audio. So this is where it's going to be playing back from. Now you can see it says Samsung here because that's my second monitor I have set up, so I can have the audio playing back through that. My microphone actually has a headphone jack, so I can play it back through my microphone. And then here we have my laptop speakers, which is just Realtek high definition. And then here we have Microsoft Sound Mapper, which again is going to be my laptop. So getting into this, I will simply press the record button to start recording, because now we've managed our levels, we've selected our microphone, we've sorted out the playback, we've sorted out everything we needed to. All we need to do to start recording is simply select record. So if I select record, you can see I am now recording, and just like that, we're recording live audio. Whatever I'm saying is being recorded. Once you're done with everything, simply press the stop button. This has now stopped my recording. So if I play this back,
record, you can see I am now recording, and just like that, we're recording live audio. Whatever I'm saying.
So you get the point. Just like that, we can record live audio. So now this is an audio track, and once again we get control of our volume, and we also get control if we want it in the left ear, we want it in the right ear, or of course we want it in the center. If you want it in the center, don't adjust this. If your microphone's really quiet, simply put the gain up. If it's too loud, put the gain down. Now there are a lot of effects in Audacity, and the way you add them, there's two different ways. Do you want to add it on a certain part, or do you want to add it on the entire video? For example, if you want it on a certain part, then select this selection tool right here. You should already be on it by default. Left click and drag out until you highlight the area you want. Once highlighted, come up to effect, and as you'll see, there are a bunch of different effects you can use. Now just to make something look very obvious, I will use the fade in. All you need to do is left click it, and as you can see, that has changed the audio waves, so this track is now going to fade in. I'll play it through so you can hear the difference.
I am now recording, and just like that, we're recording live audio. Whatever I'm saying is being...
You can see just like that, the audio was faded in. Let's say you make a mistake, let's say you don't like it, simply press Ctrl Z on your keyboard to undo it and everything comes back. Now if you want it to affect the entire track, left click in this box, and as you'll see, everything gets highlighted. Alternatively, you can press Ctrl A to highlight everything, then once again head over to effect. This time I will change the pitch just to make it obvious that it's changed. In this case we also get a preview so we can see how it sounds.
Record, you can see I am now recording, and just...
So you can see we get a preview. If you're happy with it, select OK, and everything's been changed. If I play it now,
record, you can see I am now recording, and just like that, we're recording live audio.
And there we go. And once again, if you don't like it, simply press Ctrl Z. So coming back to these tools we skipped on earlier, you can see here we have an envelope tool. Now this controls the volume. So if I left click here, you can see we get these dots. If I left click here, we get more dots. If I left click here, we get more dots. So what we can essentially do is lower the volume in certain parts where we're speaking too loud, or if we want to cap the audio to a certain volume, you can see just like that, this will do the trick. Now you can see you can go up, you can go down. I just said that the complete wrong way, but you get the point. It goes down and then back up if your volume is messed up. Personally for me, I've never had to use it simply because the start monitoring, it really does help and you should make a lot of use out of that. Next to it we have a draw tool, not something I particularly find useful. Then we have a zoom tool, so we selected it and now if we left click, you can see it's going to zoom in, and just like that, we're zoomed in. If you want to zoom out, simply right click and that zooms us out. Now I'm going to be skipping the time shift tool, but the next one is a multi-tool. So if I select this, you can see this is every single tool in one. So every tool you see appear is now selected as one item. Now for the time shift, I skipped it because I'm going to be showing it you in a different way once I do something else. So although we've already recorded one track, we can record again. So I'll select record, and as you can see, I am now talking. Now one thing you might have just noticed, I started here, and as I clicked record, my other audio was playing back. So once I'm happy, I'm going to press stop. So now we have a second audio track. This is where the time shift tool comes into play. So select it, and we simply just drag it across. This is how you'll move audio. This is how you will sync audio with a beat. So now if I play it through,
press the stop button, and as you can see, I am now talking.
Now if you don't like a track, you can always press this X button and it simply removes it. If you made a mistake, Ctrl Z and it comes back. Now one more thing before I forget, and that is coming back to these different types of things here. So Windows Wasapi, how is it useful? Well, you can record your system audio, meaning anything or any sound that comes from your computer will be recorded directly into Audacity in a high quality. So right now the playback audio you've been hearing is coming from my computer speakers and my mic is picking it up, hence why it's not the best. So what we would do is change the microphone to our speakers, and that is correct. So the microphone symbol will be your speakers. So for me currently it is my laptop, so it's this one right here. And then for our speakers itself, it's going to be the exact same as the microphone, which is my laptop, which is this one. So now if I press record, it's not going to work. This might happen in some cases. Simply press stop and press record again, and as you'll see, it'll now begin to record. Now what we do, if I just bring up the speaker, as you can see, it was picked up right there in Audacity. And if I play this back, it's really high quality, and just like that we've recorded system audio. So again, you can use this feature to record Skype calls, interviews, anything you want to. Now I believe that's everything you need to know in order to start on Audacity. If there are specific tutorials you would like in Audacity, then feel free to ask me on Twitter or in the comments.